Well, here we are in Sydney. We've come down for a primary school's combined choirs concert in which Tracy's granddaughter Emily is in. We drove down the day before the concert, so we took the opportunity to visit a few sites around Sydney, one being a walk along the waterfront around Circular Quay and out to the Opera House. And we also did a trip across to Manly, which I'll show you shortly. So for now, it's just a couple of slides and images of around Sydney. Our motel is located in the rocks, so we're looking down from the roof of the motel on the Rocks Square and all the eating places that are down there. We walked down to the Overseas Passenger Terminal wharf, and as there was no cruise ships in, the wharf was open and we could actually walk around and get a different angle on the scenery around the Overseas Passenger Terminal. When a cruise ship is in port, they tie up here. And this area is out of bounds as there's all sorts of loading and unloading going on of supplies for the ship and luggage off for the passengers. And so you definitely can't walk down here when there's a cruise ship in town. We walked over to the Opera House to get our bearings for the following night when we had to come to the concert. And we found out where to go, which is entry under the steps. And there's a fair bit of work going on around the Opera House forecourt. It looks like they're repairing some waterproofing underneath the paving area, which underneath this paving there are some shops, a number of eating places, which we might visit tomorrow night. As we had a couple of hours to kill, we decided to head over to Manly to have a look. It's been many years since I've been to Manly or caught a ferry across the harbour. So here we are waiting for the Manly fast ferry to come in and dock and discharge all the workers coming in to work. And we take the Manly fast ferry across to Manly for an hour or so. When looking to buy a ticket, we found out you don't need to buy a ticket anymore. You can just tap your credit card and get on. And as we were heading out, another fast ferry was coming into Circular Quay. and this is the Sydney Heads as the Sydney Harbour joins the ocean. That's the North Head, and previously was the South Head. And coming into the Manly Walk rather rapidly, and it just flicks it, switches to the side and stops it. So we decided to take a walk along the Corso, heading across to Manly Beach. We were rather surprised to find the Corso rather empty, with not much activity going on at all. There was a bit of activity on the Manly beachfront, with many people walking, jogging, walking their dogs, or just sitting down. Pretty dismal day with showers threatening, so we decided to head back into town, catch the next ferry across, and head back to town. We also had a walk around underneath the Harbour Bridge, and happened to look up and see the bridge walk, people moving their way up to the pylon or climbing right up into the top span. When underneath the bridge and looking up, you really notice how big it is, how enormous the pieces of it are. Yeah, a little bit rusty in spots, needing some more paint, but a bit of work underway there. Tracey wanted to have a bit of a walk around the rocks area, so we walked, found the mall and had a walk along, and yeah, checked out a few of the interesting little features, like this strange water feature, and yeah, walked past a few of the restaurants that were serving and open. We decided to head over early to have some dinner before we headed into the Opera House, so we stopped at the Opera Bar and ordered some snacks, a couple of entrees to tide us over, as we'd had a big lunch and breakfast, and was getting quite busy, a vast difference from yesterday, which there was nobody here and lots of people. And on the Opera House little wharf area for water taxis to drop people off, there was this big sea lion resting. Apparently he's been there for a couple of days, getting his strength back before he battles the ocean again. And we took the opportunity to look right around the Opera House to explore the different areas while we're waiting to go inside. And there was people everywhere, and more kids starting to gather, which were obviously the choir kids, because all had that black shirt on. This is the area at the back of the concert hall, and the rear doors to go in to your seats, and it's like a little bar area, and go downstairs to the toilets, and it was quite interesting, just looking up the window and looking at the view. And you could also see that sea lion down there on the bit of a landing, and still attracted plenty of attention. Some of the choirs are in already. We weren't permitted to take any photos or video during the concert, and so it was quite good. Some really talented young kids, and very good experience for them all.
Are you ready? Big, round, West Coast. Sure, why not?